I want to talk about memory. While we were away in England and Scotland last week and the week before that, I started looking back, thinking back, remembering back to 2 years ago when we did a similar trip to England and Scotland. And I tried to remember certain bits of like where we stayed in London and what the feeling was when we rode the train and we rode the bus from Manchester down to London. And some of those bits were just blanks to me. I couldn't remember where we stayed in London, for example. I know it was somewhere around the Circle or District line, but I just couldn't remember which station it was. Which was a strange feeling, because why wouldn't I remember something that obvious that had only happened 2 years ago in a town that I go to every now and then. And it made me think about consciousness, about being conscious of what you're doing right now. You know, the mindfulness. I'm in this room, the camera is set upon the laundry, the microphone is right now on a suitcase, and just, you know, being in the moment and really see the things that are around you. And I started realizing that maybe I don't do that very often. Maybe I kind of live in this, I don't know, this aloof fantasy world every now and then, where I listen to music, I dream myself away, and I don't really see what's around me aside from, you know, not getting hit by cars. And I thought it would be interesting to maybe do that while I'm in London next week. Yes, I'm going back to London for a VidCon, and just, you know, try to take it in, like consciously take it in and consciously think, okay, right now we're here at this restaurant, I'm here with Josephine, with Joachim, with Amanda, with Ella, and just soak it in, just see if maybe a year from now I will remember more of that. Because obviously the stuff I film, I'm reminded of because I see it when I edit and I see the finished video, so that becomes like a external part of my memory, extension of man, what Marshall McLuhan wrote about back in the 60s. So I want to be more conscious of my life and not just rely on what I film. So that'll be a challenge for me for next week, just to see what happens. Question to you. Do you often find yourself thinking like, how did I get here? Maybe not how I got here, but like, I haven't had a single conscious thought of what I did. You walk to some place and you just realized, I just walked here. Or do you consciously remember and save into your hard drive of a brain what it is you're doing in order to remember more? Because I have mentioned this before in this series about my fear of losing my mind, losing my memory, like my grandfather, who basically got stuck in his memories from when he was 40 and just stopped saving new data into his brain. And if there's a way to maintain your brain and practice your brain and keep it, you know, active that way, in an active way, maybe that's a way to do it. I mean, obviously I don't want to change the person who I am. I am a dreamer. I live in this alternate universe where things happen, and where I can live out certain things and stuff. But it'll be an interesting self-experiment to try out when I'm in London next week, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video. Yeah, I'll do a follow-up video about this in maybe a year or so. So that was a little video about being conscious of your life, so that those moments become memories that you keep with you, and that you later on in life can look back at and get that warm, fuzzy feeling of, that was a great time in my life. Good talk.